There was a time when God spoke after a long silence. 400 years without prophets, without visions, without new words. Israel continued praying, sacrificing, waiting, but the heavens remained closed. Then, on an ordinary morning, inside the holy place, the silence was broken. Not with thunder, nor with fire, but with a presence impossible to ignore. An angel appeared where no man should be alone, and the first human response to the voice of heaven was not worship. It was doubt. What you are about to hear is written in the scriptures, echoed through history, and remembered through faith. This is SacrumLore. Zechariah was not just any man. He was a priest, the son of priests, trained from an early age to handle sacred things. He knew the scriptures. He knew the promises. He knew the stories of miracles that the elders told with reverence. But he also knew time, and time had taught him not to expect too much. He and Elizabeth, his wife, were righteous before God. Not perfect, but faithful. Still, they carried a silent absence. They had no children. And now, already advanced in years, they had learned to live with this reality without questioning heaven anymore. On that day, Zechariah was chosen by Lot to enter the holy place and offer incense. It was a rare honor. Many priests would never have this opportunity, even once in their lives. Outside, the people prayed. Inside, Zechariah was alone. The scent of incense filled the room. The lamps cast flickering shadows on the walls. Everything followed the ancient pattern, until something broke the natural order. To the right of the altar, someone was standing. Zechariah did not invoke. He did not call. He expected no one. The text says he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. It was not common fear. It was the sudden awareness of standing before something that did not belong to this world. The angel spoke first. He brought no threat. He brought an announcement. He said the prayer had been heard. Not a recent prayer, but one that had likely already been tucked away in the depths of the heart, almost forgotten. Elizabeth would have a son. His name would be John. He would not be common. He would prepare the way of the Lord. The words were too big, too ancient. They sounded like echoes of prophecies Zechariah knew well. Promises about Elijah, about restoration, about the heart of the people turning back to God. It was everything Israel was waiting for. And yet Zechariah hesitated. He did not deny God. He did not insult the angel. He simply asked a question that seemed reasonable. How shall I know that this will happen? But there was something hidden in that question. It was not a search for understanding. It was a request for a guarantee. The heart that knew the scriptures no longer expected them to truly be fulfilled. Then the angel answered, and his answer changed everything. I am Gabriel, who stands in the presence of God. I was sent to speak to you. There was no argument. There was no long explanation. Only consequence. Zechariah would become mute, not as a cruel punishment, but as a sign. Until the day everything was fulfilled, he would not speak. The priest of the word would become a spectator of God's action. Outside, the people found the delay strange. When Zechariah came out, he tried to speak but could not. He gestured, pointed, tried to explain. Everyone realized that something had happened in there. Heaven had spoken. Man did not respond with full faith. Silence now returned to Zechariah's lips. Months passed. Elizabeth conceived. The promise moved forward without needing the priest's voice. God did not depend on Zechariah's explanation to fulfill what he had said. When the boy was born, everyone wanted to name him after his father. It was tradition. It was logical. It was expected. But Elizabeth said no. The name would be John. They called Zechariah. They asked him to confirm. He asked for a tablet and wrote with steady hands, "His name is John." In that instant, his mouth was opened. His tongue was loosed. And the first words he pronounced were not justifications nor excuses, but praise. The silence had fulfilled its purpose. Zechariah learned something many never learn. God is not offended by questions, but he discerns the heart that has already given up waiting. The silence that fell upon him was not abandonment. It was discipline. It was protection. While his faith matured, God acted without human interference. When the voice returned, it returned aligned with heaven. The same man who doubted became a prophet. The same one who asked for proof proclaimed fulfillment. The silence did not destroy him, it prepared him. Not every silence is the absence of God. Sometimes it is God teaching us to listen before speaking. Zechariah discovered that faith is not demanding signs, but remaining open when the impossible finally arrives. There are moments when heaven speaks once and waits for us to trust. He who learns to respect this moment discovers that in the right time, the voice returns. And when it returns, it brings meaning, fulfillment, and praise. Stories like this are not read in a hurry. They are heard, kept, and revisited. If you want to continue walking through real, deep, and often ignored biblical accounts, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. That way these stories do not get lost in the silence. They continue being told.